Hello and welcome to this quick Blender tip. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a vignette using the Blender Compositor, and this is the final result that you see on your screen. And here's the node setup. So I'm going to click Control N and reload the startup file, and let's get started. And I can move the cube up to set our scene, just one Blender unit, and add a ground plane by scaling the plane to 10. Alright, I'm going to go to the World button and enable Ambient Inclusion and Environmental Lighting. Set both to 0.6. Change the blend mode to multiply. Hitting the Control left arrow or going on the screen here and selecting Compositing, I enter the Blender Compositor. I'm going to click Use Nodes and Backdrop. Separate these out a little bit and Shift A to add a Viewer node. I'm going to hold Control Shift and click on the render layers to connect the viewer node to the render layers. Nothing is showing right now because we have not rendered a scene. I'm going to select a 720p template and hit F12 to render. Alright, we have our image rendered. Now we can start working with it. To start up the vignette, we're going to add a distort lens distortion. And it's all the way over here. Drop it into the node string right here and change the distort value from 0 to 1. Next, add a converter math. Again, drop it in the string and change the value to greater than and 0. That creates a nice black and white oval here. Again, hold Shift A and add a color mix. Drop it in and connect the image to the top right here. Now instead of mix, we're gonna say multiply. Now this is a very strong vignette. We need to blur this out by adding a filter, blur. Drop it into the string right over here. Change it from flat to fast Gaussian. And if you hit the relative button, you could render out in any resolution and your vignette would stay the same. So I'm going to change this to 20%. And this value is not set in stone. You could play around with it and choose what best fits your scene. It's still a little prominent right now, so I'm going to decrease the strength of the vignette by choosing the factor value of let's go to 0.9. You can see it decreased a little. If you want to go further, you could drop it all the way down to like 0.2 or something, but that really does nothing. I'm going to leave it at 0.8, like that. And that's how you create a vignette. One last thing I'm going to do is drag the image to the composite and it shows up here. So there we go. We created a vignette for our scene. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you later.